You are listening to Up From The Ground, a podcast by Assam.Stories. I'm your host Sukanya, bringing to you stories that you might have probably heard but deserves to be retold. This is a special episode on the occasion of World Environment Day, where we talk about how we continuously put our environment at risk for the sake of development. This is the case of Jeypore Reserve Forest, where Oil India Limited continues its hydrocarbon explorations in spite of it being in a Biosphere Reserve. Jeypore Reserve Forest is a part of the Dihing-Patkai Biosphere Reserve. It is home to a number of endangered species of flora and fauna, including the grey peacock pheasant, the brown hornbill, and clouded leopard. The State Forest Department, in a presentation on 18th August 2020 for finalization of the ecosensitive zone around Dihing-Patkai Wildlife Sanctuary, chose to leave out Jeypore Reserve Forest. The map of the ecosensitive zone was strategically revised to exclude the areas sought by Oil India Limited for hydrocarbon explorations. This was in sharp contrast to the Forest Department's stand to include the whole of Jeypore in the proposed Dihing-Patkai National Park. In the midst of the controversy around the National Board of Wildlife under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change giving clearance for coal mining by Coal India Limited in the Dihing-Patkai Elephant Reserve, the state government decided to upgrade Dihing-Patkai Wildlife Sanctuary into a national park. The decisions of the National Board of Wildlife sparked a spat of virtual protest, and subsequently Northeastern Coalfields, a subsidiary of Coal India Limited, temporarily suspended all mining operations in the region. As per the orders of the then Chief Minister, the Forest Department was in the process of preparing a draft notifications and consultations with the civil society, that is, the residents in and around Dihing-Patkai Wildlife Sanctuary, to arrive at a consensus on the areas to be included in the proposed national park. But the whole episode once again raises a question on the intentions of the state government. Is the state government really a government of the people, by the people and for the people of Assam? As the Assam Tribune put it, the developments have put the Forest Department in poor light, raising questions why it was going out of its way to accommodate the oil lobby rather than honoring its mandate of protecting the forests. That's all for today's episode. Thank you all for listening. We look forward to your suggestions and criticisms. Write to us at storiesassam@gmail.com. This episode is available in all major podcast platforms including Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and also YouTube. To like, share and subscribe, and connect to us on Twitter at Assam.Stories and Instagram at stories.assam. Tune in every Friday for new episodes. Have a great week.